Hello everyone, welcome to lindasueplantsforyou. Today I want to bring you a slightly unusual plant that personally I have not seen on any YouTube channels. I'm not saying they're not there, but I have not come across them yet. So I thought I would introduce this to my plant friends. It's a little wet because I just sprayed it in doing my cleaning up and watering and just general plant care. I was looking at her today and thinking, wishing she would flower. And I'm just going to put this out there for you. If there's anybody out there that has this plant and knows how I can get it to flower, I'd sure appreciate that advice. I've had this plant for about 2 years. It is called the Stephanotis floribunda, the Madagascar Jasmine, also known, the common name is the Hawaiian wedding flower. And it gets beautiful, little tiny white, not real tiny, but fairly small petals, clusters of flowers, white. Now I think they have yellow too, but I didn't know that one when I got this one. My husband got this plant for me. I don't remember where I first saw it, but the first time I saw it, it took my breath away. And I think the video or whatever it was I was watching, they said that they had them at Trader Joe's. Now this was, like I said, a couple years ago. Well, we have a Trader Joe's within about an hour of our house. So he, in the middle of winter, went out to Trader Joe's to get this for me, and they didn't have it. So it's like everything else around here. Southeast Wisconsin, I don't know. I don't understand it. It's like they think we live in the backwoods or something, but I'll tell you, there's been so many, hundreds of times that I've seen videos from all over the country where people will say, you know, Lowe's just got this in, or I got this at Lowe's. Many, many, many videos where people picked up things from Lowe's or Home Depot, and we go there, and not only did they not have it, but the head of the plant department says they never even carried it. So I don't know what that's all about, but it's a little disheartening. And we don't live close to anything, so anywhere we go is at least a half-hour drive, and I know some people have to go even further, but that's the minimum, and that's on dry roads and little, you know, times of the day where there's not a lot of traffic. So it's not like I can just run to the corner store and grab it. So it gets disheartening when you go through what I have to go through, especially just to get into a vehicle and out of a vehicle and into a store, only to find out that they don't have it. So anyway, that's enough of my rant. But this plant, she's so beautiful. She's got leathery leaves. Her leaves are they almost feel like plastic. They're very thick, and when they're dry and clean, they're shiny. I have like a little bit of a white film on some of these leaves yet because of when I had the thrips outbreak. I really doused my plants to get rid of that problem, and it's still kind of, you know, unless you actually go in and physically wash each leaf, it takes time for that to come off, which is fine. I'm not a big stickler. I mean, I love the leaves that are supposed to shine. I'm no different from anyone else where that's concerned, but having gone through what I just did with my pest problems, I prefer to see the film and know that there's no bugs. So anyway, that's what that is for. This plant likes very bright light. I've got her in bright indirect light. She's in a west window, which in the afternoon she gets a couple hours of direct sunlight. And she's on a table with well actually there's, all told, there's 4 bulbs within the vicinity of this plant. 2 of them are almost directly over her. They are 100-watt LED. It's a lamp that has two bulbs. If you've seen my older videos, I'm sure you'll remember that. And then I have two like desk lamps that extend out that I have connected to another shelf that I have shining one of them on this table. So she's really getting a lot of light. And she started out as one little cutting, and she has turned into this. And I tried so hard to get this so that you could see the whole plant at one time, but it's just not possible without putting my light in front of my camera, and we can't do that. So I'll just turn it and maneuver it so that you can at least get an idea of what it looks like. And I have her in just my regular, you know, Happy Frog potting soil mix with added perlite. I feed her almost every time I water her. I let her dry out pretty much completely. As with most of my plants, maybe the bottom third of the pot might be a little damp, but the top 2/3 is dry. And this plant will let you know when she needs water because her leaves will droop down like this. In fact, I just watered her. By tonight, her leaves, these up here will be I'm showing you something you can't see. These leaves up here that are drooping down like this, they'll be more standoutish like these are by evening. So light soil fertilizer, temperatures, again, my house is right around 68, 69, 70 in the summer, and in the winter about 70, 72 in there. At night I turn it down to about 68 for sleeping, but she's really not giving me any trouble as far as pests go. You know, no fungus gnats, mealybugs, nothing like that. And just a very sturdy, hardy plant. And again, I don't know what I have to do to get her to give me flowers. Every time I get a new stem like I have here, when it shoots out a new stem, I think, oh, I'm gonna get a flower. But nope, it's just another vine. Trying to get that in the camera here. What the heck? There we go. But as you can see, now these leaves are all dark green. Some of them look kind of yellow, and I've noticed that on other people's videos too. And as they move the camera, you can see that it's actually green. I don't know what's with those LED lights really do a number on the color one when you're trying to photograph it, but it is all dark green, and she's so full. Now recently I pulled a stem out that was about 3 feet long. She grew out from this side and grew down and around and came up and stuck out the other side, and she was all wound up in my my baby bunny belly plant, my Scindaptus. So I had to untangle her. So every once in a while she'll get like a growing spurt, and I'll miss it, and then I gotta untangle her and rewind her around. But it's not a big deal. I like playing with my plants anyway, so it's good. As far as rooting, I believe that these can be rooted just from the stem cuttings. I'm pretty sure that's what I read a long time ago. I did not research this before I did the video, and I probably should have to give you better information, but I was really anxious to just show this to you, and I actually thought I knew everything there was to know about it, but when it comes to propagating, I have to be honest with you, I've not propagated her yet, so I'm not sure, but I'm assuming a stem cutting with a leaf node will work either in water or in soil. And that's how I got her. She was in soil, and she was just a small stem cutting, I don't know, 4 to 6 inches tall maybe. And it took her a while. It took her a little while to take off, but once she did, boy oh boy, she just She just keeps going. My husband made this circular trellis for me out of wire, and it worked fine for a while, but it's getting top heavy now, so I stuck these barbecue skewers in here now to try to hold this up a little better. And I'm probably going to have to even do something different. Perhaps lower these wire stems that are connected to the round one. They're down in the soil, and they're pretty tall. So I may end up having to pull this out and just cut part of that off and stick it back down in the soil. Then that way it won't be so top heavy. But I hate to move it. I hate to do anything with it because it's growing so beautifully. And this is all growing out of one stem, folks. You can see right here. This one stem is providing all this foliage. I just keep winding it around and winding it around. And it looks like I ended up getting this at Logi's. I had the original tag in there. Imagine that. And Logi's, it was called, yep, Stephanatus Floribunda Madagascar Jasmine. And I'll put the name on the screen. And she was only $12.95, but keep in mind she was just a little stem, a little piece, but she grew to be into a very, very beautiful young lady. So I'm very happy with this plant. So I just wanted to bring that to you guys, and hope maybe someone will get excited about it, and I just thought it was different. It's, you know, different from we talk a lot about our Hoyas and our aroids and ferns, and I just thought something a little different for a change might be welcome. So there we go. And she really is very big and very full. Well, hopefully I'll get some flowers on her soon, and then I can show you that and brag about my plant baby. But until then, I'm just going to enjoy her as she is. And I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to see more, by all means, subscribe, and if you like it, hit the like button, and don't forget you have the ability to share on Facebook and Twitter and any kind of social media that you like, and I welcome that too. So thank you again for coming, and I hope to see you all soon. In the meantime, have a good day.